界中の格闘家が集う夢の祭典鉄拳タッグトーナメント1回戦も残すところあと4試合となりました。次のステージに駒を進めるのは果たしてどのタッグに。
お客さん、一体どちらまで。
わからんか。このたぎる闘志の無冠法じゃ。
The king of Iron Fist tournaments. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight!
What do you say to a truce?
I don't think any fighting game quite celebrates itself like Tekken Tag Tournament 2. When you boot it up, you instantly feel the love Bandai Namco has for this franchise. For me, it's easily one of the best Tekken games ever made, and it's also the one that sold below expectations. Bandai Namco expected Tag 2 to sell more than it did. How did this happen, and what does it mean for the franchise? Well, they made 2 more games after this one, so they did just fine at the end of the day. But sometimes it's not about the destination, but the journey. Tag 2 started in arcades just like every Tekken before it, but unlike Tag 1, the second game first came here in the form of a demo packed in with the HD version of the first Tekken Tag called Tekken Hybrid. In this demo, you could play as Xiao Yu, Elisa, Devil Jin, and Devil Kazuya, the last 2 being based on their Blood Vengeance designs. From there, the arcade version would get another update a year later called Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Unlimited, which became the basis for all the home versions we have today. Tag 2's path to home consoles was more involved than the first game. Not only was there a demo and an update, but the arcade version of the game had to be delayed due to an earthquake that rocked the nation. Fortunately, Bandai Namco was able to release the game the following year, and the rest is history. How they pulled this off is crazy once you realize how much shit they added to the tag system compared to Tag 1. All of Tag 1's stuff returns here, Netsu and all. Tag throws have been expanded upon with more variations across the roster. There are also the newly added Tag Assault, which allow both characters to extend the combo, and Tag Clashes, which happens when you're knocked down with your partner's bar flashing red. It's like how assists work in Marvel, where you can tag somebody in for more damage or to save your ass. Another added feature is the bound system, coming straight from Tekken 6, meaning juggles are back on the menu once again. For better or worse, high damage off a single knowledge check was really common in high levels of play. Yeah, it can get pretty oppressive, and some characters take better advantage of Tag 2's system better than others. But when you have a roster of 61 characters, it becomes a nightmare to balance, with Bruce, Paul, and Heihachi being OP, just to name a few. Wait, that's Heihachi? He looks so young. What the fuck is going on here? Oddly enough, Tag 2 has a plot. It's non-canon, so it doesn't matter in the slightest. Basically, Heihachi develops a serum that restores his youth and strength, and he hosts a tournament so he can flex on people. That's the main plot of Tag 2. So who's fighting in the tournament this time? That's simple. Everyone.
Betty? Bring me everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone!
Seriously, anybody who has ever appeared in a Tekken game before is here. Dead? Doesn't matter. Disappeared? Doesn't matter. Licensed? That shit matters, cause God ain't coming back. Palette swap? Doesn't matter. Everyone is here. The only new character is Lily's butler, Sebastian, in an alternate form of Bob. JC technically counts too, but she's just Julia cosplaying as a luchadora. Kazuya can transform into Devil mid-battle, and Roger Jr. just straight up replaces his dad. Some characters get redesigns too, like Angel and Tiger. Strangely, Miguel and Yoshimitsu also get one as well. Yoshimitsu is still human, by the way. So they gave us a fuck ton of characters, but what are our modes looking like? That depends on the version you have. Every mode for the first tag game is back across all versions. The one new mode everyone has is Fight Lab. In this mode, you train on combat through various challenges, all under the watchful eye of Violet. When you complete a stage, you earn XP that can be used to buy moves for combat in the combat tuning mode. This customized version of combat is playable in other modes as well. This mode is like a tutorial of sorts for newcomers. Bandai Namco will bring back some of these ideas for its arcade quest in Tekken 8. If you recall earlier, I mentioned that the modes don't carry across all versions. That's because the Wii U version of Tag 2 has 2 extra modes. Ah yes, the ill-fated successor to the Wii. If you were a Nintendo fan in this era, you were getting fucked. Third-party support was subpar compared to what the 360 and PS3 got, but occasionally somebody would do us a solid, and as a result, we have what may possibly be the definitive version of Tag 2. So, the Wii U version of Tekken Tag 2 gives us 2 extra modes, Tekken Ball and Mushroom Battle. I don't need to explain Tekken Ball, it's the same as it was in 3, just in a new engine. Mushroom Battle is a 1v1 mode where you fight an opponent in an arena with random mushrooms and stars littering the arena. Here you'll be dealing with the classic mushroom, which will bump you up a size, the mega mushroom, which will bump you up to max size, the poison mushroom will shrink you down 1 size and lower your stamina, the golden mushroom gives you a speed boost, and the star will make you invincible and cause guard damage regardless of your opponent's size. How big you are will determine how fast and how powerful you are. It will also dictate if you can throw your opponent or how much damage you take when guarding an attack. There are different arenas that you can choose from, and each stage has different variations that will decide how the items hit the arena. It's good dumb fun, and for an extra amount of awesome, you can play as the entire roster dressed up as Nintendo characters. Some fit better than others, but it's cool nonetheless, and you can use these same costumes in all the other modes as well. So that's all the modes in Tag 2. All that's left to discuss is the results of the tournament. So, it's weird. On one hand, the game is non-canon, and so are most of the endings. On the other hand, a few of the endings follow up on stuff that happened in the previous games, like with Leo, Steve, and Roger Jr. They also lean more into Unknown's connection to June, which is certainly debunked now thanks to June being in Tekken 8. That doesn't mean that these endings are bad. In fact, some of the best endings in Tekken history come from this game. There's no way in hell I'm covering all 61 endings, but the endings for Wang and Lars are standouts in my opinion. Ah man, Tag 2 was made with so much love and care, but it didn't translate to sales. Tekken 5 sold amazingly, but 6 didn't do as well as 5. And unfortunately, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 sold less than that. But I can see why it got to that point. A handful of the roster was free DLC, practically a season's pass worth of revenue for free. Then you have Soul Calibur 5 coming out earlier that same year, and it underperformed compared to Soul Calibur 4. Plus, the unbalanced mechanics of Tag 2 have become a point of debate among the Tekken fanbase to this day. When you add all that together on top of a fucking tsunami, it's no wonder it didn't do the numbers they hoped. And this is a shame too, because I really like all the fan service in this game. I didn't even talk about the special victory poses between certain characters. Seriously, after this video, go on YouTube and look it up. It's fun as hell, and is a testament to Bandai Namco's love of the series. And that's Tag 2, a great game that did celebrate. We have one more stop on our Tekken journey. Next time, we'll be talking about Tekken 7.